I'm the Mafia heir. To protect me, my mother took in 10 orphan girls and trained them from childhood to be my personal bodyguards. When I came of age, she told me to choose one of them to be my wife. And without hesitation, I picked Lucy, the eldest sister I'd been in love with for years. But after we got married, I was kidnapped by my enemies. They drove iron chains through my shoulder blades and locked me in a water dungeon. Barely hanging on, I managed to call Lucy for help, but all I heard was her cold laugh. Jack, seriously? What kind of act are you putting on? Your tracker still shows you at the villa. Just because you don't want me spending time with Tom, you came up with this lame excuse? I listened to her heartless words as the water slowly covered my face. I blacked out completely. When I opened my eyes again, I realized I had gone back to the day my mother told me to choose my future wife. Looking at the 10 photos lined up in front of me, this time I pointed straight at the very last one. Jack, weren't you always crazy about Lucy? Why'd you pick Anna? I shook my head and said nothing. All I could see was Anna from my past life, rushing toward me with that terrified look in her eyes, and the desperate scream she let out at the very end. Luckily, my mother didn't press me. She just nodded and accepted my choice. After leaving my mother's study, I ran into Tom in the garden. Out of nowhere, he dropped to his knees in front of me. Young master, please, give Lucy to me. You already have everything. She's all I've got. Please, just let us be together, please. Something about the scene felt different from my last life. Could Tom have come back too? Right then, Lucy suddenly showed up. She stepped forward, pulled Tom to his feet, and glared at me. Jack, how long are you going to keep bullying Tom? Just because he's the housekeeper's son, you think you can treat him like this? Let me make this clear. Even if you choose me, I will never submit to you. Before I could even respond, a black sedan slammed through the front gate. Several masked men jumped out with guns and immediately opened fire in our direction. Lucy rushed toward me at first, but then Tom suddenly cried out in pain and collapsed. She turned around and threw herself over him, shielding him with her body. Just as one of the killers was about to pull the trigger and aim at me, Anna moved like lightning, stepped in front of me, and covered me with her body. When the gunfire stopped, Anna looked at Lucy, her voice ice cold. Do you even remember why Mother raised us in the first place? If anything had happened to the young master today, could you really take responsibility for that? A flicker of panic crossed Lucy's eyes, but she still forced out an excuse. Tom was hurt. How was I supposed to ignore him? Besides, nothing happened to Jack, right? So why are you making such a big deal out of this? So that makes it okay to leave the young master on his own? You care way too much about that guy. Looks like you've forgotten why Mom took us in to begin with. Lucy instantly looked guilty. Lucy, I'm hurting. Besides, he's fine anyway. What's the big deal? I need to take Tom to a doctor right now. We can talk about everything else later. With that, Lucy picked Tom up and walked away. Anna turned to look at me. So this is the woman you chose? When it mattered most, she didn't care about your safety at all. I shook my head. She probably still had no idea that I had already chosen her to be my wife. I didn't choose her. Then who else could you have picked? Whatever. Choose whoever you want. Just don't come crying to me when you regret it. I watched her storm off and couldn't help but laugh softly. I really wondered what her face would look like once she found out I had chosen her. A few days later, Lucy suddenly came to my room. The moment she saw me, she dropped to her knees. Please give me the life-saving pill. Tom's in really bad shape. I stared at her in disbelief. She knew exactly what that pill meant to me.